Hi, my name's Neil Thubron, Race Director for X Energy. Welcome to the Devil's Challenge briefing video. In this video, I'm going to cover everything you need to know so that you have a safe and fantastic weekend. Please listen all the way through because there's important information right through to the very end. Right, let's get straight into it. So the objectives we have with our events are three things. First one is we want to make it challenging, and the distance you're going to be doing, the elevation you're going to be covering, it's going to be a challenging weekend. We need to make them fun. We want you to enjoy the weekend. We want you to have a great time. And we want it to be safe. And a big part of this briefing is about safety. The South Downs Way, stunning route, one of the best routeways in the UK. And the views from up on top of the Downs are consistently breathtaking. You are going to love it. It's 97 miles of chalky, footpathy, Downs type, and it's very hilly. But it is beautiful. You're going to have a great time out there on the National Trail. So I know many of you have done our events before, and it's great to have you back. I know some of you are new to our events, so welcome. Thank you for choosing one of our events to come along to. And for those of you doing your first Ultra this weekend, fantastic. We look forward to welcoming you to the Ultra Club. We're going to have about 80 people to 90 people out this weekend over the 3 days. So it's not a really crowded weekend. It's going to be fun. We can really look after you well. And we've got a real mix of ages and genders over the weekend as well. So I want to say thanks to our sponsors, Apex Sports, Precision Hydration, Chorus Watches and Imperial Vehicles. So getting to the race. So the race registration is at Chilwell Sports Ground, just outside Winchester, just off the M3. You can be dropped off there, but you can't leave your car there for the weekend. So if you are leaving your car at the Winchester end of the South Downs, please park in Winchester and get one of our shuttle buses from the station. If you are going to Eastbourne and leaving your car there and you've booked onto the coach, then you can leave your car parked around the residential roads near the school, which is the finish at Eastbourne, and the coach will be outside the school from 0600, and we will leave at 0630. There are a couple of places left on the bus, so if you want to book those, please drop us an email at info@xenergy.co.uk. Otherwise, I'm assuming you're getting the train down. We'll pick you up from Winchester Station and we'll drop you off at Eastbourne Station when you finish, or you're getting lifts. So once you get to registration, whether you're on the coach or whether you're arriving in your own speed, then please go into the sports centre and you will pick up your race number, a Precision Hydration tube of hydration tablets, and a timing tag. And then get ready to go. We're going to have 3 starts. 2 will be rolling starts between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. This is on Friday morning. We will have the walkers going off between 9 and 9:30. We're going to have the walk runners going off. And then at 9:30, we're going to have a mini mass start for the run walkers, the runners, the faster people are there. So you need to make sure you're in the right start. We don't want fast runners going off at 8:30 because it just makes it harder to manage the event and it makes it less fun for you. Day 2 and day 3, the starts will depend on the time you finish, and we will have 3 starts of equal size driving you up to the Downs each day for your start, and we'll give you more information on that the day before. The ground, undulating route. It's very hilly. You're either going up or you're going down on the South Downs Way. There's very, very little flat, but that's why you get these amazing views and stunning scenery. So it's mainly tracks. It's actually mainly bridle way or byway, most of the South Downs Way. So it is firm underfoot. It hasn't been very wet recently, so it's going to be very firm. So you're going to have to watch out for the classic flints, chalky descents, those kind of things. There are a couple of sections down by the water where they sometimes get muddy, so it's likely to be uneven underfoot if it's dried up. So just be cautious and expect the ground to be very firm underfoot. The weather looks Friday, Saturday is looking sunny but not too warm. Highest temperature kind of 15, 16. So good temperatures for running. Sunday looks like it's going to be overcast with a chance of showers later on, but hopefully most of you will be in by then. So the race format, it's a straight timed race format. So you go through the start arch, you'll have your timing tag on, it will flash. As you go through each checkpoint each day, the timing tag will flash. and your time will be registered and sent to the internet so we can see where you are and everybody else can track you. And then when you go through the finish arch, the timing tag will flash. Right, route info and hazards. The route is well marked. It's the South Downs Way. Very, very well marked, with acorn signs, with signs that say South Downs Way on, various different coloured plastic discs based on whether it's a byway or a bridleway or accessible bridleway or accessible byway, all those things. So it is a very, very well marked route. However, we have gone ahead of the field. We've got a walker out going out a day before you, and they are putting orange tape around South Downs Way signs to draw your attention to it. And whenever you get to a junction, please make sure you check the sign to make sure you're going the right way. Where there are any signs down, and we're checking that, there will be a A5 size yellow arrow with X energy on it. And where we need to, we'll put orange dots on the floor so that you can find your way if you're going through a village or a town or that kind of thing. But the key thing is, it's the first time we've really put any markings out on this route at all, is you're following the South Downs Way markers. It is the most walked routeway in the UK, and it is very well marked. At the beginning of each day, you will see large arrows guiding you to or from the, and at the finish, guiding you from the South Downs Way down to the village halls we're finishing in. So I've talked about the ground, and it's mixed and hard, and it's downhill. It's a real mix of off-road, dry off-road. There are lots of road crossings, so you have to be cautious crossing the roads and make sure you're being your own safety, that you are checking both ways, that you can see both ways before you cross. There are a couple of busy roads that are fast roads, not necessarily busy, but fast roads, and there are a couple of busy roads. But the South Downs Way crosses those. There are lots of people out on them. You just have to be cautious when you're crossing. There are other users out on the route as well, so please be cautious of other route users too. You know, horse riders, mountain bikers. It's a nice weekend. It's a bank holiday weekend. It's going to be busy out there. So just be conscious of other people. Where there's livestock, please don't force your way through livestock. If livestock is over the South Downs Way path, just walk round it. And make sure you close gates and leave things exactly as they are so that livestock doesn't escape. Please follow the country code at all times. Kit. Okay, so depending on the conditions, you've seen the kit list on the website, but what I need as a minimum is for you to carry a mobile phone fully charged, switched on, not on silent, and 500 millilitres of water as an absolute minimum that you are drinking between aid stations. Checkpoints. There are 3 checkpoints day 1, 4 on day 2 and day 3. They will have lots of water, lots of food at most of them. There's a couple of water stations on day 2 and day 3. So make sure you're refueling and you are taking on plenty of fluids. We don't want people turning up with full water bottles to aid stations. You want to make sure you are drinking all the way in between the aid stations. We've had this on hot weekends before where people are not taking in enough fluids. So make sure you're taking plenty in. And follow the checkpoint process. When you get there, you'll see the tag where you need to flash yourself in. And that then, we know you're there and we know that you've gone through that checkpoint. And then follow the instructions of the checkpoint staff. Okay, safety, actions on, injury. 3 levels we need to think about here. First one is try to get to a checkpoint where we can patch you up. We can get you sorted out and get you on the trail. The medics will be out on the course at various checkpoints, and where there's incidents, we'll try and get the medics to the aid station so that they can meet you there if we know about the incident. If you can't get to an aid station, get somewhere where you can call us and let us know. What 3 words is a great tool as well, so that we know exactly where you are. So if you haven't got that, please download that on your phone so you can give us a what 3 words location. And the medics details will be at the start for you to take a copy of before you leave. So make sure you're letting us know what's going on. The third thing is if it's a serious incident, if you see someone knocked down, if you see someone collapse, it's 999 first, and then our medics will coordinate with the emergency services. Okay, if you get lost. Okay, first thing is don't get lost. Keep an eye on the signs. When you get to a junction, make sure you're following the South Downs Way. Keep an eye open for other people. As I say, it's a very busy route. If you suddenly find yourself fighting your way through brambles and nettles, you're probably off the South Downs Way. So first thing is try to keep an eye on the sign so you don't get lost. If you haven't seen a sign for a while, you haven't seen lots of people for a while, then start making your way back to where you last saw a sign. If you're still lost, give us a ring. Okay, we've got, again, we can use what 3 words, we can use information that you give us to try and guide you back to the route. Withdrawal, only withdraw at checkpoint, please don't withdraw anywhere else. And we'll then manage your recovery back to the finish, or if you're being picked up, we know you've left the course. Checkpoint times, we will keep the checkpoints open to allow all people to go through, so don't worry about checkpoints closing. Unless it starts getting very late, very dark and very dangerous for our staff. But we've only had to stop one person once, I think, in all the years we've been going. It will be dark when you finish on the evening of Friday, because we're starting a little bit later Friday and it's quite a long day. So please make sure you've got head torches with you if you know you're going to be coming in after 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. When you get to the village hall, go through the finish arch, head into the village hall, relax. Then we'll look after you, teas, coffees, and make sure you're nice and relaxed. Then we'll get the minibus back to the school halls where you'll find your bag, your bed space. If you've booked a camp bed, you'll have a camp bed there waiting for you. And then we'll have food about 6:30, 7 o'clock, depending on when people are finishing. So just relax, have a shower, chill out. The massage people will be there, the medics will be there later on in the evening to help with any foot issues. And on Saturday evening, we're going to have a speaker who will be sharing some great stories about ultra running. So look, that's it for this briefing. Hopefully that's given you everything you need to know. If you've got any questions at all about the event, about the timings, about what's happening, please mail us at info@xenergy. But apart from that, we look forward to seeing you Friday morning, bright and early, for a fantastic weekend on the South Downs Way.